Hello everyone, today I'm back with another T.T.M video, so let's get started. So, the first one took 23 days and the person signed 1 of 3 and there was a $10 donation. And the person is former NFL lineman, Mr. Mike Utley. Now this is one of the ones he didn't sign. He didn't sign the pro set, but he did sign this one for me. Turned out really nice. So, some of you might know Mr. Mike Utley, NFL career ended a bit prematurely when he was hurt in an NFL game. I actually watched that game and it was pretty horrifying seeing him drop to the field the way he did after he got hit. He's pretty much paralyzed for life, but he does have a charity that I donated to that goes towards helping people with spinal injuries. And he also, well, I don't know whether he wrote me the note. I'll show it to you real quickly. I'll set this over here. Let me turn this around a little bit. There we go. It says, Dear Eric, thank you for the donation to the Mike Utley Foundation. Mike only signed 1 card per our policy. I didn't know that. And thumbs up. So if you guys remember when he was being taken off the field, he gave the big old thumbs up when he was leaving the field. So I was happy to get that one back. I'll show you his career stats. Like I said, he wasn't in the NFL very long. A couple years till he got hurt. But he had a heck of a college career. All right, the next one took 16 days, and the person signed 2 of 2 for me, and that person would be former NFL wide receiver, Mr. Garrison. This one looks really nice. I'll put this one right here, and here's the second one. What is this, 74? 75. This is the 75 tops. And I asked him a question, Mr. Garrison. I said, what's your favorite NFL memory? He scored a TD on the first Monday Night Football game. Cool. And I have gotten Mr. Garrison before. He's a great signer, and he was a great player too. As you can see by his stats. All right, the next one took 261 days, and it's a 101, and I was stunned when I got this one back because this one went out on a whim. So this one came back from former NFL quarterback, Mr. Bob Greasy, Dolphins legend. Like I said, I didn't think this one was coming back. I just kind of set it out there, and you know, if it came back, it came back. If it didn't, it didn't, and it did, and it looks beautiful. There you go, Mr. Tony Black. I know you're a Marino fan, but hey, you got to be a Bob Greasy fan too. So I'll show you Mr. Greasy's stats. He is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. All right. Next one took 16 days, and a person signed 2 of 2, and there was a $5 charge per card. And it is from Mr. Paul Krauss, safety for the Minnesota Vikings. Here he is getting ready to hold on a field goal or on an extra point attempt. And I like this one. This one turned out really nice. As you can see, he was voted to the Hall of Fame in 1998. Mr. Krauss is the all-time leader in interceptions with 81. Here are his stats. So the next one took a whopping 313 days. And I was wondering when this one was coming back. And I saw that Brandon Stebbins recently got his back in like 270 days. So I didn't think mine was far behind. There was $2 per card charge. And it is from former MLB player, Mr. Terry Steinbach. Here he is on a 1991 Upper Deck and a 1989 Topps. I really like the 1989 Topps. We'll set that one right there. Oh, there you go. And I'll show you Mr. Steinbach's career stats. And he was an All-Star M.V.P. Pretty cool. All right, the next one took 108 days, and the person signed 404 for me, and that person would be former MLB catcher, Mr. Greg Olsen. This one turned out really nice. I really like this one. It's a 93 score. And here he is on a Clear Ultra. And he's on a Leaf. This one turned out really nice too. Last but not least, the 1992 score. I'll show you Mr. Olsen's career stats. Next up, this one took 16 days, and it was a 1 of 1, and there's a $10 charge. And it is from former NFL wide receiver, Mr. James Lofton. Here he signed a, what is this, a 1983 Topps sticker for me, which I think turned out beautiful. Really nice. I don't know where I can set him. I'll have to set him. I'll set him right here. So he answered a question for me. I asked him one question. I said, what is your favorite NFL memory? He said Super Bowl 25. And also, he does send along a nice little price list. But, you know, $10 for a Hall of Famer. Can't beat that. All right, and I'll show you his career stats. Like I said, he is in the Hall of Fame. 14,000 yards receiving. Pretty impressive. All right, last but not least. This one took 16 days too, and the person signed 6 of 6 for me, and that person would be former MLB player, Mr. Willie Akins. Here he is on a 1983 Topps, which turned out really nice. And I had him sign some of these stickers. I used to throw these stickers away, but I don't anymore. I think they look pretty cool with signatures on them. Here he is on an A's or Angel sticker. Here he is with the Blue Jays. And there's another Blue Jay sticker he signed. I like this one too. And here's an old Angels one. This one really turned out nice too. And here is, what is this? Anaheim Stadium. It's upside down. There we go. Pretty cool. I like it. So, that's all I have for today, folks. I was pretty happy. I had all these come in the mail today. I want to thank Mr. Terry Steinbach, Mr. Paul Krauss, Mr. Bob Greasy, Mr. Gary Garrison, Mr. Mike Utley, Mr. Terry Steinbach, Mr. Greg Olsen, Mr. Willie Akins, and last but not least, Mr. James Lofton for signing these cards and getting them back to me. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Just remember, keep collecting, keep searching for those hidden gems, and keep having fun. Later.